Alright, so where I left off was how unforgiveness, not being able to forgive, not showing love, leads to sin that separates us from God. So I'm going to read a little of this article. Okay. Refusing to forgive leaves us open to our refusing to forgive leaves an open wound in our soul that festers into bitterness, resentment, depression. For our own good and the good of the person who hurt us, we must simply forgive. Just as we trust God for our salvation, we have to trust Him to make things right when we forgive. He will heal our wounds so that we can move on. This is so deep, you guys. So when I read this, I don't feel like I have, right off the bat, things that you do never appear to you the way they are. Like, for example, bitterness. I don't think I have bitterness, but I probably have shown that too. I mean, let's add it to the list. Resentment. I don't know. It doesn't sound like me, but actions speak louder than words. But the depression thing, for sure. For sure I feel that. That's the key word that stuck out to me that said, oh, this is me. I can't believe I have this forgiveness thing relates to me, and I can't believe there's unforgiveness here. I have unforgiveness in my heart. It's so weird that the things that the areas of brokenness that you feel, it's like weird to think that this is you, or that is something you suffer with. And what's even harder is believing that you can overcome it. I think that's my biggest thing. I know God, I know what He's capable of, but for me, it's like I can't see it for me. I can't see the victory over this situation. I began to think about this to myself. And I realized it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, oh my gosh. I am experiencing fear. It's just so crazy. You can encourage someone else through their situation, but when it's you, it's almost like you know what you have to do, but you cannot face it for yourself. And I'm sitting here like, seriously? I know God doesn't give us the spirit of fear. And here I am experiencing fear. This area of forgiveness has so many roots that are affecting my walk with God. Fear? Oh my goodness, that's like terrible. It almost says, then what do I believe in God with? I have fear in this situation, so do I not believe God is capable? I'm telling you, yesterday I was really like, oh my gosh, I almost can't take all this information. I'm like seeing myself for I'm seeing my situation for what it is, and it's a lot, because now I am accountable for this, and now I know I have to go through this journey, because I have to be connected with my Lord. I have to have that connection. I need Him to forgive me of my sins, because I cannot be unfruitful. My spiritual walk cannot be unfruitful. There are consequences for unforgiveness, and I do want to go over those, and I don't have the paper in front of me, so I'm going to grab that when I get to that. So when I realized what I've been doing, how my mom's been hurting me, how my relationship with her has been stealing my joy, which is the fruits of the Spirit. I'm supposed to have joy. And how our relationship, how the hurt I feel with my mom, how it stops me from moving forward. I realized those things that slapped me in the face. I think I already said it. The need to forgive my mom for hurting me in such a way that I feel revenge and anger towards her. I shouldn't feel anger. I shouldn't have anger towards somebody. I should have love. I shouldn't feel revenge. I shouldn't feel resentment, bitterness, or any of these other things. Depression. I shouldn't feel this way towards anyone. It's not that I need her forgiveness. That's the other part. It's not that I need her forgiveness, but that I have unforgiveness towards her. That I can forgive her and ask God to transform my heart, transform my mind to see her as He sees her. He sees her as His precious child who He loves. And I need to see my mom as that and know that all humans, we're weak. And when there's negativity within us, we project that. And I cannot let my mom's weakness and how she's projecting things towards me to be seen as, I don't need to take it as a hurt, but that I need to take it as my mom is weak in an area. This is what she knows. This is what she's giving me. But I have to love her because she doesn't realize what she's doing to me. I have to pray that God will transform my mind to see my mom the way He does so that I can show her love. I need to be humbled because the way it is now is very hard. I understand and I want to see my mom that way, but it's hard. I need Jesus to help me to transform my mind to see her the way He sees her, so that way I can have that forgiveness and be able to show her love, and that love will transcend to her as something she can give to me in return. So I must forgive my mom through faith in order to stop this, and if I don't, my sins are generating from this like weeds. And they'll never be forgiven by God if I don't forgive her. I will be separated from God, and God, what I say, next page. And God's death on the cross would have been for nothing. How can I disgrace God in that way? Oh, so now I see our forgiveness by God was given on the cross, and so as a believer, we are under the obligation to forgive others as He has done for us. Refusing to forgive is a sin. As we go through life continuing to sin, Jesus will not forgive us. Judgment will come, and what will He say? All I know is sin separates us from God, so I have to restore my relationship with Him. That's what's more important. So I have to seek forgiveness so that my sins will be forgiven too. So, now, what do I do? That's where I am now. What do I do? Do I just pray? I know I need to put on the full armor of God. Do I write a letter to get all these things down that hurt me? Pray about it. Pray against these roots that I will be able to seek the forgiveness from my mom that I need. Receive forgiveness. Do I involve my mom with this? Do I give my mom the letter? This, thinking about what I should do next, is what stirred up this whole thought about how afraid I am to do any of these things I wrote down, because I'm afraid of the response I'll get if I do give my mom the letter. I don't even know if I should give my mom the letter. I don't know if I should write my mom a letter. I do want to write it, but I feel like because I'm not angry, I'm not writing the real things that truly bother me. I feel like I'm just writing a letter from what I think bothers me. Maybe I should wait till I'm angry and then write the letter, and then I'll really see what the roots of that anger is stemming from. That's an idea. So, I'm thinking about all the things I would do to approach this situation, how to forgive, and it scares me. That's what made me really think, oh my gosh, I have fear. I am scared about the response I'll get from my mom. If this is going to open up a big can of worms, we'll have an argument. I'll be hurt. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to face the hurt. I don't want to be wrung out through the fight. And this is what fear could just be making me think. I don't know what God's plan is. It could work out where he changes my mom's heart so much, and maybe she's been wanting this. I don't even know, but this fear, oh man, I can't believe this. I have so much to pray about.